Hi, welcome you again. I'm sorry, and this lately I made this lecture. Okay, in this lecture, I'm gonna teach you about logical operators and conditional statements. That means how you can use some logical operators and how you can use some conditional statements in Matlab, especially when we use physics or chemistry or mathematics statement, and how we can write those conditional statements, conditional operations here in Matlab. Okay, in this lecture, I'm going to show you all about this. Okay, so this lecture, in this lecture, I'm going to show some of conditional statements, loop, and branching operations here in Matlab. Okay, at first, I'm going to show you else, if, else statements which executes statements if condition is true. For something, I'm going to show you these statements, these these operations, for operations, and while operations, break, continue, end, and pause, and return, something like that. Okay, before going through this, you must have to know something about logical operators and something about relational operators. Okay, so what is logical operators? Okay, logical operators nothing because nothing but some symbols we do use in MATLAB for some logical operations. For example, we use this and sign for and. For example, if you want to write this and that, okay, in that case, in that case we have to use this and sign. Okay, for or we have to use this sign. For logical inclusive or we have to use, and I'm going to show you functional operations here in MATLAB in this lecture today. And this sign is very important because this is used as not, because if you want to write, for example, say x, if x is not y, that means you have to write like this way: if x is not y, then what kind of a operation would be executed? You have to use this symbol. Okay, the symbol and this are logical array operators, and or not. These operators are commonly used in conditional statements such as if and while to determine whether or not to execute a particular block of code. Logical operations return a logical array. Okay, I'm gonna show you in practical manner. Okay, there's some relational operation, we know all about that, and this the and it is very well. So for conditional statements here in MATLAB, to write those, we have to use this relational operators. For example, for equal and element, for equal sign, we have to use this. For example, if a equal to a equal to 4 and b equal to 3, then definitely this statement is false, right? Because a is equal to not, and this statement would be true. This statement would be true because 4 is equal to not 3, right? This will be true. And same way we have to this the a less than b a greater than b, and a we write like this way: a is equal to b or less than b, a is equal to b or greater than b, a is equal to b. That means a equal to b and a is not equal to b. So this. So for example, if you see this relational operational statements, you see 4. If 4 is less than 3, then their statement would be false. Definitely, their statement would be false, right? And if 4 is greater than 3, then the statement would be true, and so on, something like that. Okay. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna show you this statement: if else statement. For example, if we have some several conditions to apply, let's go over there. Um, let's open a file. I'm gonna show you else statements, and I'm gonna make some example. Save this. Okay, we have to open a new. So for example, I'm gonna save here condition. Oh, sorry. I have to find a new script. New script here. Okay. So if else if statement, if, okay, I'm gonna show you this statement and how we can use this. There is a if expression, else if. For example, if this happens, then that will be happened. Else if this happen, then that will be happened. else this will be happen. Okay, for such kind of conditional statements, if we put condition, for example, if x equal to 4, then this operation will be happen. If x equal to 5, then this operation will be happen. Okay, if x equal to 6, then this operation will be happen, otherwise this. Okay, so for such kind of operations, for such kind of problem, we have here in Matlab statement conditional statement, and that is if else if else. Okay, so if x equal to 4, then this statements will be happen, or this statement will be executed. Else if x equal to 5, then this operation will be executed. Else this operation will be executed. Okay, but I'm going to show you some examples here in Matlab. Okay, let's go to the Matlab, then it will be very easier for you to understand this. Okay, so for example, we say x equal to say 30. Okay, x equal to 30 variable. So right, we want to, so this is a variable, so we can change this whatever value we want. Okay, so for this value we want an operation such as if x is equal to, because this is a relational operation, right, operator. If x greater than, say for example 25, then this will be happen. What will be happen? Y equal to, for example, y equal to x to the power 2 plus 3 into x plus 4. Okay, so this execution will be happen. Else if x greater than 30, then another operation will be executed. For example, say here if we put cube and say 4x, okay, then this operations will be else if, so for example, else if x greater than 35, then this sorry, I have to write in same line here. Okay, then this operation will be executed. Operation, for example, this is the 4. Okay, yeah, so this is, for example, this is the 4th. Else we have put three conditions. If x equal to greater than 25, if x or x equal to 30, or x equal to greater than 35, then this three condition will be executed separately. Okay, so else apart from these three conditions, all the other operation will be executed here in this statement. Okay, for example, x equal to x plus, say, sorry, x to the power 2 to the cube plus x to the power 2 plus x plus 4. Okay, so the else, and we have to write n to end this code, and this is the block. This is a block of code, right? For x, we have to execute any of the operations here in this statement. For x, either this will be happening, or this will be happening, or this will be happening, or this will be happening. So we have 3 or 4 conditions. So which will be happening, it depends upon the value of 30. So in this case, it is 30, that means greater than 25, so this will be executed. Okay, yeah, and this will be executed, and otherwise that will be executed. Okay, so let's go to execute. Okay, for this if we press here, then we will see some okay, what is that? Here. Okay, so I'm gonna save this at first in condition. Okay, so if I press here, then red circle will be appeared here, and when I'm gonna press this, okay, so I want to see what is the value of y. So value y, okay, yeah, this I want to see which value will be executed. Okay, so if I want to execute this, run, then it will not be executed. The code will not be executed because we put a breakpoint here, because up to this point the code will be breaked here, will be broken here. Okay, so if we press 11, press F11, then it will be going through the statement line by line. Okay, so yeah, it happened. So x equal to 30. So if x equal to 25, then this operation will be executed. Okay, and this operation has been done, and it skipped these executions and directly come to this point, right? And this is skipping all those operations here, because we satisfied our condition in first line. Okay, that's why the Matlab did this operation and skipped all those statements here and jumped from this to here. Okay, so if you press 11 F11, then okay, let's see what is the result. Yeah, it is 994. So this executions happened here. Sorry, this execution happened here. Okay, so if we put for example 6, so for a 60 or 6, something like that, then what will be happening here? Okay, execute, press F11. Okay, so is it uh, greater than 25? Yes, it is. Then let's see what happened here. Yeah, this happened here. So so x greater than 25, right? So it happened here. Okay, then it also greater than 30. This x equal to 30, right? So it's also greater than 30. It's also greater than 30. Then why it didn't execute this function, this statement, and this statement? Okay, there is another reason. We didn't make it obvious, we didn't make it clear, and we didn't make any boundary for this. If we have put boundary, for example, if x is equal to greater than 25 but less than 30, then this will be happening, this operation will be executed, but we didn't fix that kind of execution here. That's why it automatically did this. Okay, so we have to fix this code, definitely. That's why I didn't write this code correctly, and I wrote this code incorrectly, so that I can make you understand what's the wrong I have made here. Okay, so if you put this one or F5 F11, the same thing will be happening here, for example. Okay, if I put 60, then what's going on? 6, then yeah, definitely x is not greater than 25, and this else if x is also not greater than 30, x is also not greater than 35, else then this, because it didn't the Matlab didn't execute any of these three conditions, but this, because apart from this condition, the Matlab will be executed this operation, because it's else. Okay, so else, yeah, so it's 226. Okay, so let's make your code. Let's make your code fixed for any kind of value, so that we can understand this. Okay, so okay, I'm going to come here again. Okay, welcome back again here. Okay, so we are interested to fix this code. Okay, so if you want to write this code accordingly, if x is greater than 25, x is greater than equal to or greater than 25, and less than 30. Okay, when x less than 30, then this operation will be executed. Else if greater than equal to or greater than 30 and x less than 35, then this operation, and this is the relational operation. Okay, sorry, this is the logical operators. These are logical operators, because if x is between 25 to less than 30, then this operation will be executed. Otherwise, else if x greater x equal to greater than x equal to 30 or greater than less than 35, then this operation will be executed. All the values of x greater than 35, then this operation will be executed. Else, this operation will be executed. That means if all the values less than 25 will be executed here. Okay, let's check this. Okay, so say for example x equal to 60, then which operation will be executed, we don't know. Let's see, x equal to 60, so no, x is not in between this, so this operation will not be executed, and x is not also in between this, so yeah, x is greater than 35, so this operation will be executed. Okay, yes, and we have got this here. Okay, so if we yes, this time this code is okay. So if we write 6 here or say 5, then we hope we want x equal to 5. That means this precondition will not be satisfied by x, so uh, so only the one and other operation will be satisfied by x here, this operation. Okay, so let's see, if we press continue. Oh, okay, so state, so F11 press F11, so this operation, so x is not being between 25 to less than 30, so x is not also this, x is also not greater than 35, x is less than 35, so else, so this operation will be executed here. Okay, so press F11, we have got this 159. Okay, 159. So this is the way how we can write the conditional statements here in Matlab, and how we can do this kind of uh, conditional operations, conditional logical operation, relational operation, right, in Matlab. So this is the way how we can do that. Okay. So in the next lecture, I'm gonna show you some examples of this. Okay. In the next lecture, you'll see about that. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you another another important iterative function, iterative operation, loop. Okay, and this one for execute statement is specified number of times, something like that. Okay, so what is for is nothing. If you go to here and go to syntax in Matlab, go to for execute statements specified number of times. So what is the syntax for index? We need an index for I'm gonna make you understand about that. And we have to write a program here, statements, and we have to write n to end this block operation. Okay, so what is for value? Why do we use that? Okay, so let's make a new script function, new script. Okay, so for example, I'm gonna write a vector file x equal to 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, something like that. Okay, so here 5, 7, 7, yeah, so something like that. 55, 56, 54, 76, something like this. Okay, so this is the vector. I write this. So we have to write another 2 x square plus 2x 2 into x plus 3, for example 3. Okay, so we have a vector x, and we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so we have 9 elements of this vector in x. Okay, of this vector. Okay, so you want for every element we will have value of y, right? So we have 9 elements, so we have to execute 9 times this, right? So how we can do that? We cannot put every time the value of x and we can execute this, but we have some other alternative options. We have some statements, so using that statement we can do that easily. So, and that is for statement. Okay, for uh, I, the I is the index, so I equal to 1 to what is the length of x? So ln g is length of x. So why length of x? Because there are 9 elements. So what is the length of x? That means the 9. So we want this operation to be executed from 3, from start point to the end point. That means from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 89, 56, 60 for every operation. So that means there are 9 elements. So from 1 to 9, that means from first element to the last element, we want this operation, we want this execution for each element. Okay, so yi, so the first yi would be the yi, that means if yi, that means if I equal to 1, that means I equal to 1, that means the first element 3. For 3 element we will have the y1 value. So this would be the I x, we have to put I. Okay, so this execution will be operated, we have to put n here to this, but we have here the variable y appears to change size on every loop iteration, with this we consider pre-allocating for speed. Okay, but we didn't this is a vector, but we didn't define any vector of y, right? So we have to define y as a vector. So uh, we have 9 elements here, so we will get the 9 elements of y for this operation, right? Okay, so y would also be, y would also have one row. This is one row and 9 columns, so it would be the zeros. So zeros, one row, and its length x column. So uh, so y has one row, and initially we have created a one y vector one whose every element will be 0 initially, and having the one row and 9 column, because uh, we want every y for every x. So that's why you will get 9 elements, 9 elements, as we have 9 elements from x. Okay, so you want to see what is y, you want to see y value for x value. Okay, so let's save this uh, for, okay, this is the first step. So if we break this, okay, so we have the press F11, so we have x equal to, x is a vector, so we have 1 into 9 double. Okay, so y is also another so if we press F11, so we also get y is a vector, that is a 9, 1 into 9 double, that means 9 column. So each column we will get the value of this operation, right? Okay, so if we press 1, that means at first I would be the 1 at first, from 1 to length of x, from 1. So what is the y1? So y1 would be the y1, this is the one. So xi, what is the xi equal to 3, that means y equal to first. So xi, that means that xi, the first element of x is 3, the first element of x is 3. So for the first element of x we will get the first element of yi. So yi, so what we have got, we have got 18, we have got 18, and the remaining other elements are 0. Okay, so you want this for every element, F11 2 2 for every element. So let's see what is the 5. So we have got 5 elements, 5 elements operation for these conditions, for these operations. Okay, so F11 F11. So let's see what is the value of this right now. F11 9. So you have got the 9. So we have all the 9 values of y in terms of x. So for xi, for x equal to 3 we have got 18, for x equal to 4 we have got y values 27, for x equal to 5 we have got y value 38. So this is the for loop. for statement which makes us easy to operate a huge amount of data value of this. So you want to see on the data. So y. So here all the values of y. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here the 9 values of y in terms of x values. Okay, so this is the for loop. This is called also iteration. For the iteration statement, we can do a huge operations, or for a huge number of data we can do same kind of processes here in Matlab. Okay, so this is the for loop, and um, I'm gonna show you some other examples using for and if statement together. Okay, for statement together. So for example, if we have two statements, if we have, because we have 9 elements here, so we can divide these statements greater than 80 and greater than 50. For example, greater than 50, all the values are greater than 50, so all the values are less than 50. So for less than 50 we will have another one operation, and for greater than 50 we will have another operation. How we can do that? So we can do that using if and else if statement, using else if statement. So combining for and if and else if statement, we can make it more easy. For example, if x I, so xi value, that means whatever the value, which number value, doesn't matter. If xi greater than 50, greater than or equal to or less than 50, then this operation will be executed. Else if say, for example, so this one, this execution, else if else. So no, I shouldn't put else here. So we put here else. So for if, we have to put another n to end this operation. If this one, okay. So we have written here the two functions. We we have we have values less than 50 and we have values greater than 50. So for 50 or greater than 50, we have these operations. Otherwise, that means 50, greater less than 50, we have this operation. So let's see what's going on over here. Okay, see. So let's execute this. Okay, we have y equal to 0. Yeah. So we created another vector file. Same dimension, which has same dimension like as x. Okay, so what is for first number iteration? The first, let's see, xi is equal to 3 and it is not or greater than 50. That's why this statement will not be executed, but this statement. Okay, so this one, this statement, yeah, execution. So press, so we have got this statement 18, right? Okay, so next iteration for x equal to 2. What is the value of 2? I equal to 2, for that means the xi equal to 2. That means the second value, second element is 4, and for 4, and this condition will not, for 4 this condition will not also be satisfied. Okay, up to this, this condition will not be satisfied by these operations. Okay, so you can write here, and yeah, so for example, this is I equal to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6, the sixth element of x is 89, which is greater than 50. So that's why we for 89, this operation will be a statement, but not this one. Okay, so yeah, we have got this one. What number of 6 elements? So what is the number of 6 element? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 element, 8102 for this operation happened. Okay, and the same way we can do that. Yeah, so if we can change, for example, if we want to cube and other examples, for example, sin x I So we'll have, so let's execute another time. Yep. So what is that? Let's see. This element I equal to 6 for 89. So this operations will be this operation will be executed here for greater than 50. Okay. So whatever we want, we can make this, and we can also make our conditions lengthy or something like that. Or, so however we want, and this. So these are the values here of this operation. Okay. So these are the operations we can do, and yeah. So value. So combining for and if else statement, we can make our program bit complex but more authentic and more soluble. And for complex problem, we can solve this as well. Okay, so we have another options, break and continue option. Terminate break is another operation which terminates execution for while or loop. Okay, so uh, okay, let's remove this. It's very easy. So terminate this one. Okay, for x equal to up to 1 to length this. Okay, so if let's xi greater than 7 then this operation will be executed, else break. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and let's see what's going on here. We want for x equal to greater than 7, we will have this operation. Otherwise, we do not any results less than 7. So we will not, we expect no results for these elements. Okay. Okay, let's execute this. F11 xi. So what is the xi? Xi equal to the 1. So for first element is 3. So for the first element, it will not be executed because it's a it's not a greater than 7. So break. So we'll have all the 0 values here. Let's break. That means it will terminate the whole value. Okay. So less than, then what happens? Let's see. Yeah. For less than, let's see what happens. Because we want this operation to be executed for all the values less than 7. Otherwise not. Okay. Let's see. So press F11. Press F11. Yeah. This happens. This happens. Executes. Second element is 4. So this executes. This executes. This executes. And we have I equal to 6, I equal to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So less than 5. So greater than 7 or greater than 5. This operation will not be executed. Okay. Yeah. So we'll have only 1, 2, 3, 4 value. So for the first 1, 2, 3, 4 or the 4 value, we have got this. Okay. So if we put yes greater than, then we could have write here continue. Continue. So all the 7 values we want. What does this mean? This does mean that uh, for so let's see, we want our values to be executed for less than 7. So for values, let's see. Yeah. So continue. So we will not get any values less than 7 here. So what is the I? I think right now we'll get yeah, we're getting the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for all of these values, we will get this operation. All of these values will get yi. Yeah, yeah. So we have got this 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4 greater than 7. So we have got the 7 y values here. So these are the conditional statement, logical operations, relational operations here in this lecture. So we did if else statement, for, and break. While is nothing but same as for, something like that. Yeah. Continue, end. We see the end terminate block of code, right? Yeah. So we saw these operations here. So I hope you have understood this. What I have tried today to make you understand. If you do not get this, please write us and we'll try to make you understand. In the next lectures, I'm gonna show you some examples of the uh, if else statement, for, or something like that, in from mathematics, from physics, geophysics, chemistry, and from some sciences subject, so that you can you will have some background how you can solve these kinds of problems here in Matlab using these operations or not. Okay, so up to this lecture you have learned several conditional statements, variable size, vector, matrix operations, how you can plot, how you can visualize the graph or something like that. So these are the very basic and fundamental things that you need to know all about this. So in the next lecture we are going to execute some examples, and we're going to make some programs, and for some several we will see some we will do some several examples from different science backgrounds, so that you can understand how MATLAB is useful and how MATLAB can be used uh, for your education or something like that. Thank you very much for being with us, and this is Habir, and I hope we'll see you in next lecture. Thank you.